cystic acne well into my 20s, and after I finally cleared up my cystic acne, I was left with horrible acne scars. So today I'm going to share with you the best at-home hacks I have found to completely clear up the scars and be left with beautiful, radiant skin. Hi everyone, my name is Emily. I'm an engineer in my 30s, and on this channel I teach you the science of self-care so that you can have the actual scientific strategy to glow from the inside out. Welcome to the live stream. I'm so excited about today's topic because it is very close to my heart. So today I've come to you with no makeup because we're talking about skincare, and we're going to do my bedtime skincare routine. How fun! I have to figure out how we're going to film the bedtime videos, but anyways, I thought it'd be a fun vibe. My kitty is over there, I'm in my pajamas, and we're going to get to talking about the best products and treatments to do at home. It is very expensive healing your skin if you have bad cystic acne. I know I have been to so many dermatologist visits, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and without a doubt, the most important thing I did to change my skin was to change my diet. For a long time, I was eating a vegan diet, a very high carb, very fruit focused, vegetable focused diet, and the result of that is that I wasn't getting the healthy fats and protein that my skin needs. So if you have inflammation in your skin, aka acne, and you're not having any of those healthy fats, it's kind of like working against each other. So if you're eating things like avocado, fish, eggs, the fats and protein in that actually help to downgrade the inflammation in your skin. So big change for me was not eating refined carbs, not eating any kind of like sugar, candies, cookies, but also making sure that I focus more on protein, healthy fats, and then secondarily to think about vegetables and fruits. And that really was a whole shift for me because I was following the fruitarian nonsense diet for a long time, and it is absolutely horrible. Please don't do that. My mom tried to steer me against it, but I wouldn't listen, so listen to me instead. I still do make some juices at home, but they're not really high sugar juices. I will make turmeric juices at home, and that just also helps to calm the inflammation in your skin. So I'll have this, or I'll have like my celery juice. Oh, my little kitty is here. She just, bye Nugget, see you later. Anyway, so I do make juices at home, but they're always low sugar juices. I always avoid anything like apple juice or any sodas. Terrible for you, instant sugar injection. So number one thing, if you want to get rid of the acne, especially hormonal acne, is to make sure you change your diet. And I did a whole video on the specific foods you should eat for clear skin, so definitely check that out elsewhere on the channel. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Today we're going to be going through my skincare system for the evening, and the evening is all about hydration. This is a new product for me as well, so I was influenced really hard to buy this one. This is the Anua PDRN Hydration Boost. These don't do much, but if you want a kind of like spritz of hydration and a toner, you can try this. But none of these spritzy serum essences are gonna do anything to the structural changes in your skin. What you need are some actives, which is what we're gonna get on to next. Now, actives come in a few forms. We have retinol, which is, you know, the creme de la creme, the best kind of product you can get for anti-aging and acne. Not only does retinol calm the acne itself, but it also fades the scars. So you can see I still have a little scar right here. I'm working on her. It takes time, be patient. But over time, this will lighten those up as well as calm any inflammation that you have. But this is a very strong product, so if you're using this active, just be patient because your skin takes a little while to adjust to it. Azelaic acid is actually my preferred ingredient to tretinoin because tretinoin is like really dry and flaky on your skin, but I don't find that with azelaic acid. Azelaic acid is an overall brightener, so this works so well on my dark spots, but it doesn't give me the same kind of flaky grossness as tretinoin does. And I wear makeup pretty much every day, so if I'm wearing my makeup and my skin starts to flake, it looks really gross. So don't recommend that, but I love azelaic acid over tretinoin. Both of them are fantastic. And we're not going to use this tonight, but in the morning I do use vitamin C. And vitamin C is one of the serums that helps to brighten your skin again, and it protects against antioxidant damage. So when you're out in the sun is damaging your skin and it will make any of these dark spots worse. So we have to wear sunscreen, everyone knows that, but what vitamin C does is it actually helps protect your skin from that damage in the sun as well. So if you're doing vitamin C and then sunscreen in the morning, you have max protection and your acne scars are not gonna get worse. Okay, and they're gonna get better. They're gonna get better with this, but they're not gonna get worse if you're also wearing sunscreen. Okay, first thing I usually put on every night is my niacinamide. I've been getting the Cosrx. I like the Cosrx niacinamide because I think it's a really good value for money. I don't think you need to spend like $80 on a niacinamide serum. It's not that deep, guys. Like $20 is enough. This one, along with all the other ingredients I'm showing you, they're linked on my link tree. But I like this because if you look, it also has glucosamine in it, which is another brightener. So this is gonna work better than just like any kind of niacinamide by itself. Keep in mind, this is 15%. They have less strong ones if you're just starting out. So I always tell people to kind of dip their toes in, and that's a better system than overwhelming your skin, having a stress breakout, and then going through like a horrible system all over again. So when you introduce a new ingredient to your skincare routine, be sure to just use that for a while. Don't try every single new product at once. Get a new thing, try that out for a little bit, and if your skin enjoys that and you see improvement, then you can introduce another ingredient in. And that's kind of how I always tell people to test the waters, see what, they enjoy, and that way their skin doesn't flare up while they're trying to make things better. Okay, so the next we have my favorite hydrating serum. I will use this only at night because it makes my skin too dewy if I wear it throughout the day, but I want to pump all the hydration possible into my skin at night. So I use this. This is the Propolis Essence from CNP Laboratory. This is especially good for my acne girlies because the honey propolis is really antibacterial, and we know if you struggle with acne, that P. acnes bacteria is what's on your face. So this is going to help with the hydration and also the acne. Alrighty. Very nice. And then I do like to let that sink in a little bit. So I let my active sink in, and there's really only two other things I use at night. I'm also going to use the azelaic acid today and my favorite moisturizer. Please keep things simple. Like, I have lots of really intense skincare, but I don't use everything at night. I say the max I use is like 4 products at a time because I really want my skin to not peel, not get too dry, not overreact to anything. And the secret to that is not mixing the wrong ingredients. And sometimes you don't realize how different chemicals can interact with your skin. Like, I'm not a chemist. I'm not the one formulating all these products, so you don't know which work well together. So just important to keep that in mind. Okay, now I always get a giggle when I go to reorder stuff on Amazon. I have bought like 80 of these moisturizers. So trust me, it's good, it's fantastic. I like this because it has a lot of ceramides in it. I just think in general, a lot of the Korean products, most of my products are Korean products actually. They're very gentle, they're really skin barrier focused, so they're trying to hydrate your skin instead of just kind of stripping away your skin. I find a lot of US based brands to be very aggressive. So always, I recommend a lot of the Korean brands. Why are you crying? You come here, hi Nugget. I don't know why she's making a fuss. Hi babe, come here. You wanna come? Oh, she's very emotionally needy, but she loves hanging out. I feel so lucky. She's a really good kitty. Okay, so that is basically all I would do for my skin on a regular basis. And I just want to keep the ingredients simple. I want to make sure that I'm using the right actives and not mixing the wrong ingredients. And then another thing I do at home that it really has helped with my acne scars is microneedling. And microneedling is a thing you can do in office and also at home. So I sometimes have gone to get lasers. Lasers are great, but lasers are very expensive. So especially if you're still getting new scars, you might need to do something at home to kind of make sure you're still getting rid of those dark spots. So I have the Dr. Pen microneedling tool, and I'm not going to do it today because I've already put stuff on my face. But if you want to see a video of how I microneedle my face, I can definitely show that to you. So this tool has little head attachments that you can add in, and it has different strengths and settings that you can turn it to. Ooh, you can't really see. Oh, that's too bad. Anyways, I'll have to do a whole video about how I microneedle it at home, but essentially this creates little punctures in your skin, and then it allows the skin to kind of activate its healing centers and heal faster than it would just on its own. So you get this done in office and they charge you like a few $100s for this kind, or closer to $1,000 for RF microneedling. So I find it very expensive to have done in office. I have had it done. I don't think it's worth it to do another time. So I've tried the Dr. Pen at home microneedling and the Banish microneedling set. I prefer the Banish microneedling set because I find this one to be more intense. The Banish is just like a stamp system where you stamp the tool on your face and then you're all set. So that's my preference, and if you want a whole video on that, I'll definitely make one, but just write in the comments and let me know. So that's all. Basically, recap video. If you want to avoid acne scars, we got to get rid of the inflammation in your body first. We have to change the diet such that it's focused on anti-inflammatory foods. There's a whole video on that if you want to check it out. And then also we need to use actives that are actually going to fade your acne and make sure we don't overlap the wrong actives. And then the microneedling is something I do at home, really, that helps a lot. Another kind of device treatment that I do is red light therapy, and this is the Saluma red light therapy panel. I don't think this works as good as microneedling, but it is another option that's, you know, in your toolbox. I think this helped with kind of overall glow to your skin. It's not a miracle worker though, so definitely if you're trying to find the most effective solution for the least money, I think it's microneedling. I've seen study after study that this does what it's supposed to do. And like, I'm an engineer, I want the most effective strategy for my skin. I don't want nonsense. So that's always what I share with you. If you're doing red light therapy, this panel has also blue light in it, so it helps kill. Darling, why you? Come here. Come here, Nugget. She keeps crying because she wants to get picked up. Hush, Snookums. You feel lonely. You're a good girl. She's very emotionally attached. Anyway, so if you do the red light therapy, just know that you have to do it very consistently and you're not going to see results overnight. The most effective strategy to start with your diet, then start with actives, and then start microneedling, and after that you'll be able to do things like the LED light mask. But if you see an influencer online tell you that they're magic, they're not. They're just LED lights on your face, okay? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. That's all I have for you today. I hope this helps. Bye.